Will there ever be a new Big Three? The Big Three is a term given by the Western fanbase of Shonen Jump that symbolized the three biggest manga at the time during the early 2000s. The three manga were of course One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. The reason for being called the Big Three at the time was because of the massive gap in Shonen Jump that these mangas specifically provided. The sales at the time for the other manga that were being put out weren't nearly as close in terms of the sales of the Big Three were getting, and this is why the Big Three were given the title of the Big Three, because obviously, like I've mentioned before, there was no other manga that could compare to them at the time. Now, you might be asking yourself, according to the title of the video at least, what do you mean by will there ever be a new Big Three, or whatever the title says revolving around the new Big Three? Well, to put it into retrospective, the Big Three is something that I don't think that ever will change in terms of passing on the title to the next generation after the ending of One Piece, but instead maybe a new term given to the next generation of manga and anime. I don't exactly know what this term could be, but maybe the fans could come up with something really creative. And also, this doesn't generally mean that it could be locked to just 3 series in specific. It was only that of the matter because the Big Three we all know were on a completely different level from any other manga that was put out at the time. Maybe in the near future we could see a Big Four or maybe even a Big Five, but that just doesn't really sound right. To me, when someone asked, if there was a new Big Three, what series would you generalize the new Big Three of? In which I replied with pretty much an obvious answer of My Hero Academia, Black Clover, and of course Demon Slayer. Honestly, my opinion has quite changed since then, and to be perfectly honest, with the ending of Demon Slayer, I would have to substitute Demon Slayer with Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen is relatively still fresh and it's only 100 chapters or so within the manga. Personally, I'm only about 10 or so chapters in the manga as of right now, but from an ear about and close friends of mine, this series in specific is supposed to be like a new Bleach in a way. And also, don't get me wrong, I know the rumors going around about a new continuation of Demon Slayer or like a spin-off type of thing, but from where the series left off from the ending, I don't really see anything else they could do with the manga, other than side stories of course. But who knows, maybe I'm wrong, maybe Demon Slayer will surprise me as for most of the fans of the series. Now, when it comes to others, and in which I'm talking about both My Hero Academia and Black Clover, My Hero Academia is something I feel like will have the most success in following in the Big Three's footsteps, and to be honest, as of right now, it's doing a good job of it. My Hero Academia is already super popular in the West, and already has the rights of one of the best anime and manga in our modern day generation. As for Black Clover is honestly like a roller coaster of emotions. Generally, I really love Black Clover and I think it's an amazing series as a whole. I just personally don't think it has yet to be proven as one of the best of its generation, but that can easily be changed, because as we know, there is still a lot left to be written within Black Clover. And since I mentioned the anime with My Hero, I might as well mention that Black Clover's anime isn't really the best, but honestly, that could change within time. Maybe if we see a new studio change, that could all potentially change most of our opinions on the Black Clover series as a whole. Also, not to mention that maybe these series and manga that I've already mentioned may not even be considered the new Big Three or whatever the name is given to the next big generation of manga, or it even might just be some series like My Hero Academia, Jujutsu Kaisen, and maybe a brand new series that none of us have even heard about yet. If you want my honest opinion, I honestly believe that maybe someday, maybe not today, maybe not this month, or maybe not even this year, but I do believe sometime down the line we will see something just like the Big Three, and most of us will know what to call it when the time comes because it will be fairly obvious and easy to point out. So until then, I guess we will all just have to wait and find out if there will ever be a new Big Three. I know I say this a lot and pretty much at the end of every single one of my videos, but I really do appreciate every single one of you for making it this far in the video. It really does mean a lot and helps out the channel more than you could ever know. So if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like on the video, and if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that as well. And I almost forgot, but make sure to let me know in the comments down below what you think will be the next Big Three. With that, everyone, my Twitter is @AnimeAugie, and I will make sure to catch each and every single one of you guys in the next video. Peace.